Maybe he can try to lock in a submission, call it the Demarce choke.
Nice.
No?
Yeah, I like it. Very, very good matchup. This is a creative matchup right here. Curtis Demarce is an interesting dude, man. His 10 first fights, he went 3 wins and 7 losses. And now he's won 6 in a row, and the guy's 9-7. Very well-rounded. And Dominick Blais, hometown hero, tons and tons of wins. Very talented, comes out of Curtis's camp.
Curtis Brigham?
Curtis Brigham's camp, and very skilled guy. Both guys very skilled.
Demarce with the tattoos, the red shorts. Blais with the black tap-out shorts with the Canadian emblem, Canadian flag.
Blais looks a little bit like a fitness model sometimes.
Yes, he does.
You know, he's in great shape, but don't let that fool you. This guy has very, very top skills and is a tough dude. And
but he's really athletic. That's the thing. You just saw that kick, and it was almost effortless with that kick. And
took him less effort than it's taken us so far.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Demarce is coming forward really aggressively so far. And this kid has just got better and better and better as time has gone on.
Using that hand to measure. Keep away from Dominick Blais' hands.
Yeah, Blais has the powerful straight left because he's fighting from the southpaw position. So Demarce will look to lead with the straight right.
And I like that. He almost, with that flurry of punches, ended with that kick to the head. And that could be the key as Blais is trying to escape out the side.
Blais has a really nice inside leg kick because he does fight from that southpaw stance, and he's a bit of a slow starter. And the fights that I've seen that he's been in and that we've called, he starts a little bit slower, and Demarce starts aggressively. So let's see how that plays in round 1.
Switches stance there was Dominick Blais. And now he's chasing Demarce and eats a right hook. Uppercut attempt by Demarce.
You can't always see the condition guys are in by their bodies, but what you see is what you get with Dominick Blais. He is in great shape. He can chase you all night and be just as fast in round 3 as he's in round 1.
What he can't allow is Curtis Demarce to dictate the pace of this fight, and that's what's happening in this first round.
I'm just so impressed with Demarce's poise, like his balance and his movement. I mean, this guy's evolved so much over the last couple of years. He travels to train with better and better fighters all over North America, and this is he's 6 in a row coming into here.
Blais looking to derail the train.
Blais, another guy, 8 wins and 3 losses. I mean, he wins most of his fights. He hasn't fought necessarily guys with more experience than him very often, if at all. So this is the first time he's in against somebody who's fought as many fights as him or more in Demarce.
From what you've seen so far, what should Blais do to change things up?
I think he could be a little more active. When Demarce is coming forward, he's getting busy. Blais is... Oh, nice timing by Curtis Demarce with the right hand. I think Blais could try to land that straight left. It's available there. He's trying to throw it with a Superman punch.
Blais taking the center of the cage.
Yeah, so far, 3.5 minutes in, Blais is throwing hard shots, but he's being a little bit tentative, and there's no... I mean, Demarce doesn't know how to spell tentative. He's going to come forward. And it's not just because he's been punched in the head many times. He just doesn't like to spell words like that.
And now we see Dominick Blais changing up again, back to southpaw.
Yeah, and we see Demarce just starting to get into a real nice groove here. Moves his head, comes forward, throws big combinations, finishes with a big kick. Looking very good this first round is Curtis Demarce.
Dominick Blais comes back and eats a punch from Curtis Demarce.
Right to his feet, just bounces right back. Blais is just, you're not going to just catch him with one punch. He's back up and he's ready to fight.
And one way to keep being able to get up is to be in shape.
Yeah.
Every time you get knocked down, your conditioning will help with that. Because if you're gassed, you're not getting up.
Man, and these guys are keeping a crazy pace, the both of them, coming forward. Even when they're trying to flee these exchanges at times or at the end and find an exit, they're just moving like crazy. And both guys, great shape. This is a good fight.
Demarce looking for that overhand right.
Trying to throw the ball from the outfield to home plate there.
The Chuck Liddell. A little bit of head movement there by Demarce.
Man, look at the shape these guys are in. Round one is ending. A high-paced round one. And neither guy looks tired at all.
Demarce is saying, bring it. And Dominick Blais is more than happy to do so as the round comes to an end. When we come back to CFC number 6, round number 2.
Number 1 was a good one. Nobody landed the big clean shot. Demarce was able to kind of land on a falling Blais, and that looked good. It's probably, Blais on his back twice has probably swung the round for Demarce.
I would have to agree.
Good.
The mouthpiece goes out.
Beautiful exchange between those two. Demarce made an adjustment there. We saw him start throwing to the body on those exchanges. That might start to really pay off for him as these punches land, because it's going to be tough to slow down Blais without, body shots and leg kicks.
We're about to resume action as the mouth guard went back into the mouth of Curtis Demarce.
Demarce took a punch that hit him hard and sent his mouth guard flying across the cage, and he looks like he just opened a letter from his mom and read it. Nothing much happened there. No big deal. Oh, I like the way that Blais is now starting to get into counterpunch mode. This is shaping up very, very exciting.
Those punches were with bad intentions from Curtis Demarce.
And this game is evolving so quickly. When you've got not only athletes evolving, but their coaches, there's just no question that Blais's corner called for some counterpunching. And we're starting to see him let Demarce throw a punch and Blais counter with 2.
And Robin, I like what you said in that first round. I think Dominick Blais needs to push the pace in this round, because I think Curtis Demarce won't be able to handle the pressure.
Yeah, well, he hasn't given him enough pressure yet, so we may, this way at least you get to find out. And right now, Blais is hanging back a little bit. He's throwing that counterpunch. If you're going to be a counterpuncher, you better counterpunch. You can't just stand and try to move your head and not throw back.
You see Dominick Blais starting to move forward and start pushing the pace, and Demarce is forced to retreat.
Yeah,
and although he is countering with that high kick, I think if Blais just starts pushing it, it could pay off.
You know what? Great observation. There's no question right now that the game plan for Demarce and his just thought process as a fighter is to initiate these exchanges. So if you're Dominick Blais and you start initiating, let's test Demarce's ability to handle it.
But Demarce isn't afraid to get hit. That is for sure.
Yeah, neither of these guys. Man, they're came to fight in Winnipeg.
And a great organization, the Canadian Fighting Championships, always delivering for the fans here in Winnipeg and the viewers watching in the Fight Network.
Yeah, that's for sure. Great fight these two guys are putting on here. And, they both have fans here. Dominick Blais, very popular. He's from Winnipeg. Curtis Demarce from Brandon, Manitoba. So a ton of people come out to support him.
And I really do believe that this round could be even, or this fight could be even if Dominick Blais just pushed the action a little bit more.
Back to that inside leg kick again. It is one of his good tools. It's one of his, really workable techniques. And if he can get that going a little bit, it'll slow Demarce down on trying to... There's Demarce trying to throw a counter punch on Blais's attack. So both these guys skilled in coming forward or responding.
But I like when Demarce is aggressive.
We see fight cards pop up all over the place, right across the country. And CFC, one of its reasons it's so good is the ability of matchmaker Marc-Andre Drolet and Giuseppe to put these fights together. It isn't just getting two guys with similar, amounts of fights. It's finding guys that will fight a certain way. And these two guys came to fight tonight.
Blais lands a shot, and Demarce kind of grimaced and backed away. Nice knee up the middle by Dominick Blais.
Demarce looks good, though. He's still technically just the same fighter as he was 9 minutes ago. He's got the same balance. He's responding the same way. The look on his face is even the same. This kid is just getting better and better with every fight.
And it is great to see. Sometimes you need more than one loss to set you on the right path.
Yeah, Demarce waited for 7, and then he just started taking over. And, everybody keeps underestimating him, and I'm sure that Blais was not expecting this fight to be this close. And Demarce, in my opinion, is dictating this fight.
And Robin, again, we talk about records. It really doesn't matter. Do you know who has more than 7 losses on their record? Randy Couture.
Yeah, oh, you're absolutely right. Look at these two guys trading. You are absolutely right. Bart Pelichevsky started 0-6, and that guy is one of the best 155-pounders in the world.
There you go. Top 5%.
It all depends. I mean, some guys get in there and start fighting right away. They don't have the full skill set. They don't have all the experience that most other guys have. Other guys, oh, look at this spinning back kick by Curtis Demarce. Other guys wait until they're world champions in wrestling or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or boxing and then make the transition. The sport moves in mysterious ways.
And there, a nice counter shot by Dominick Blais, and I think he smells the blood. Demarce, though, not concerned. And a solid way to end this round. When we come back, round number 3 from this very entertaining tilt. Fight fans in the Winnipeg Convention Center for CFC number 6. We have a bout between Curtis Demarce and Dominick Blais, and it is really anybody's fight going into this 3rd round. I think Demarce may be ahead, but not by much.
Yeah, it's so close. I mean, I figured Demarce won round 1. Round 2 could go either way and different on different judges. So, you know, this is a fight, man. These guys, both of them got to be looking to finish this fight.
And that's what you hope the mentality is of most fighters.
The thing about this fight of these two guys is they've been looking to finish it all night long. They're just both technically very good. And they haven't been able to land that huge punch that they need.
Curtis Demarce in the red shorts with the black trim, black stripe. Dominick Blais with the Canadian flag. Nice leaping knee attempt by Demarce, just missed the mark.
His hands were down on that. That was an opportunity for Blais to try to counter on that knee. You know, we're 11 minutes into a very high-paced fight where an incredibly fit guy is standing across a cage trying to punch you out in front of a few thousand people, and both these guys look like they could run a marathon if they needed to.
Blais looking at his options, looking to counter there. Both fighters smiled at each other.
I'm surprised nobody's looked to take this to the ground yet, just to shake it up and try to look for a different kind of advantage. I mean, we are enjoying this fight, don't get me wrong. Everybody watching at home, I hope you're enjoying it too. But, you know, a takedown here can sway the judges and give you some new opportunities. Wow, so evenly matched, these two.
Somebody has to push the pace there, and there a nice body kick, followed by an inside kick to the thigh by Dominick Blais.
I would have liked to see more of that. Blais has got pulled into Demarce's game here. Demarce is standing across from him with a, hey, come on, punch me, kind of look on his face, and he's inviting him into his game. And Blais has some nice kicks with that open side left leg, but right now it's Demarce kind of telling him how to fight.
Earlier we saw a right hand that stopped Demarce in his tracks. Let's see if Dominick Blais can do that once again, as he's trying to push the pace. Instead, some clinch work, and Demarce now on top.
Just trying to get any points available to him. This Demarce, this kid likes to win now. He's had a taste of winning 6 times in a row, and he's got a good, you know, he's taken shape as a fighter, and he's going to win however he's got it.
And Robin, it's a fantastic strategy because it's working, in my opinion. Right now, Curtis Demarce ahead as Dominick Blais goes tumbling again.
Yeah, all of a sudden, it's starting to feel like Curtis Demarce's round, and if we feel that he won round 1, you know, he's able to take this. What is really a very, very close fight between these two, but he's able to define rounds 1 and 2 and maybe get this fight if Dominick Blais can't make something big happen.
And he does. It looks like he's trying to make something big happen, and Demarce felt it, and he gets back to his feet. Solid job. He does not want to let this one slip through his fingers.
I like that out of Blais, man, that head kick. But he's got to either keep throwing it or time it a little bit better. Very, very competitive, unbelievable matchup here.
Dominick Blais pulling guard, hopefully trying to pull Demarce into his world.
I'm surprised how much these guys, how well matched they are. Because on the ground there, bit of a stalemate. On those takedowns we saw earlier, stalemate. Blais, it looked like he was going to get that takedown. Demarce scrambled. I mean, these guys are mirror images of each other. You know, one's a little prettier than the other. I'll leave you to decide which, but...
well, not now.
No.
Not with that cut under the left eye.
I was going with Demarce anyways.
And Demarce looking for the takedown and secures it. But is he going to get caught in a choke? No.
That takedown right there at this juncture of this round, just a smart move. That's showing the experience. Fight number 17 for Curtis Demarce, and it shows.
Less than 30 seconds left in the round. And less than 30 seconds left for Dominick Blais to make Demarce pay for the damage inflicted to the cheek.
And both of these guys are not giving this one away. Just, you got to admire the heart in both of these guys and the skill and technique. Great fight.
And if he gets this takedown, I have to believe that Curtis Demarce is about to emerge victorious.
Yeah, you know, you got to think so in a very close fight. This is a top-level, high-end, professional mixed martial arts fight, you know, where you fight like elite athletes to the very end.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got to give it to these two guys one more time. What an amazing fight. Unbelievable fight. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a split decision. Referee Jaron Bellel scores the fight 30-27, Curtis Demarce. Referee Dan Roche scores the fight 29-28, Dominick Blais. Referee scores the fight 29-28. Referee Sal Signorino scores the fight 29-28 for your winner by split decision. In the blue corner, Curtis Demarce.